my terrific Taurus, and welcome to your weekly energy reading or weekend energy reading into next week. This is just a general reading, so please do take what resonates and toss the rest. Also, if you haven't had a chance, please do check out your other readings on my channel. I would greatly appreciate it if you would hit the notification bell, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that other great stuff. It's really helpful to me and my channel, helps it grow. And also the notification bell will let you know when I put up the moon readings very shortly. So I would greatly appreciate that as well. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and use a traditional tarot deck for your reading, a traditional tarot deck for your challenge card, and 3 oracle decks to kind of elaborate on your energy here. So let's go ahead and get right at it. We don't do reversals on the weekly, but we will on the monthly and some of the longer ones. So let's go ahead and get this going here, see what we've got for you. All right, we've got the 10 of Wands. So I feel like this week has been a real bear for you guys. I feel like you've been through it. The ringer. I don't know if it's work stuff. I don't know if it's family stuff. It could be the combination. It could just be like, you're just done. Okay. You are needing this weekend, but fortunately it's time to put that burden down. So the weekend is coming. You are ready for it. You need this weekend like you need oxygen right now. I can see that. And fortunately it's over. Okay. It's time to put the burden down. So that's good because it does mean that for whatever reason, whatever you've gone through this week is kind of coming to a close, and you'll be able to kind of leave it behind. It's not something that you're going to have to drag into the weekend for you. And then I see the Ace of Swords here. So this is letting me know that you are not only finished with that burden, kind of over it, but you've come out unscathed, right? You've come out stronger and better. So you made it through alive. This past week has sucked totally for you, but I feel like you've come out not only alive, but stronger and better than ever. And you are ready to really kind of, take the weekend by the, horns and have a great weekend, but also push forward, into next week, kind of better times ahead, right? Bigger, better, more opportunities, and really do it your way. Okay. You're done with last week. You're writing it off, and good for you because you're not letting it kind of drag you down or continue to be something that's going to hold you back going forward. And that's really a pivotal thing because attitude is, the vast majority of getting things done, moving forward. If you're stuck back on, oh, that was a horrible week, I'm not going to be able to make it next week, oh, I don't want to do it, you're not going to be able to do it. But this is not what I'm seeing here. I am seeing you are coming out like guns blazing. I am over it. I'm done. I made it through. I've survived 100% of my worst days, and now I'm ready to take on some better ones. So good for you. And then we see the Page of Swords. So I feel like you have opportunities, right, coming up. So maybe you have some good things that you have to look forward to next week, right? Or new opportunities coming in for next week that maybe, are going to be good options for you. And this could be work options. This could be, relationship options, potentially. More so than anything though, I think this is your energy knowing that you are going to create your own options, right? You are kind of like, last week sucked. I'm not going to take that with me. I'm strong. I'm powerful. I'm back. I'm going to revamp, recharge. I'm going to enjoy the crap out of this weekend. Okay. I'm taking it. I'm using it for all it's worth to recharge, rebuild, have a good time. You may have something planned. If you don't, you may just want to, plan something or just do whatever makes you feel strongest. And, but this is letting me know, the way that the Page of Swords kind of swings the sword forward, but kind of still, is looking back. They're reminded of the things that sucked last week, okay, but they're not dwelling on them, right? They're ready to move forward, okay? I know what last week was like, but I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm moving forward. I'm ready to push forward. So whatever baggage was left last week, whether it was family, friends, work, drama, whatever, you're over it. And that's probably the best thing you can do, right? Put it down, walk away, get stronger, better over the weekend, recharge, renew, refresh, and move the heck on, right? And I think that's what you're going to do. And I think that's fantastic because people who will sit and dwell, they just don't get there, right? It's not helpful. And you're not doing that. You are like literally a bull in a china shop here. Taurus, a bull. Sorry, had to. But you are really like ready to just bulldog forward, you know, and get better, make things better, do more, make more opportunities, create, right? So let's get your challenge card. There's always a challenge. Life is a challenge, right? Let's just be serious here. But okay, Temperance. So I think this here, falling on your Ace of Swords, for me, I feel like Temperance is a positive choice, option, weighing of options. And because that's falling on your Ace of Swords, which I feel like is something where you are really getting strong and you're really having strength, an opportunity is coming for you. I feel like really the challenge here is just making a decision of what you want to do. And it could be something as simple as, what do you want to do this weekend? You know, do you want to go out with friends, or do you just need some downtime to recharge because last week was so heavy, right? It could be something as simple as that. And you're just really kind of weighing it out. Like, I don't feel like going out. Maybe I should go out. You know, it could be that simple of a challenge for you, which would be great, right? That's the kind of challenge we love. Do we want to go out with friends? Do we want to sit at home and watch TV in our pajamas? Awesome challenge, right? For others of you, it could be a challenge where, you know, you are going to be presented with new opportunities or creating new opportunities going forward. And you're kind of trying to decide, you know, how do I want to proceed? You know, I want to proceed in a way that is not going to lead me back to this burden again, you know, and that burden could involve dealing with certain people. And you're like, do I want to just kind of avoid those people altogether? You know, but I think it's more, this is just the burden of kind of a decision that's going to weigh on you of how to move forward. And it may be, like I said, it may be something that you're having to make a decision with work. You know, do you want to work on this project? Do you want to work on that? Do you want to work with this person? Do you not want to work with this person? Could be something like that you really have to think about. You really are putting some thought into. But for a lot of you, I see this because it is typically a very positive card. I do feel like for most of you, and especially because it's falling on such a strong, powerful card, I feel like for most of you, that is honestly just something where you're kind of just deciding how you want to process last week and prepare to go forward, swinging your sword into the new week. I feel like it's something where you're just kind of like, what's going to be the best route for me to kind of reclaim myself, my sanity, my peace after last week? You know, is it going to be going out and having a great time? Is it going to be a staycation? Is it going to be going out with friends? Is it going to be hanging out with family? Is it going to be sitting in my pajamas after a bath, drinking a glass of wine? What is it, right? I feel like that's going to be your biggest challenge, to be honest with you. So I don't feel like, you know, I feel like you paid your penance last week. So I feel like this weekend is going to be nice for you. And, you know, going forward, you're going to be ready to tackle next week. So let's get a psychic deck card on the 10 of Wands here and see. So we have Love Begins, okay? So for those of you that the burden last week was a relationship burden, okay? And that's very possible for a lot of you that you've had friction. You've had, you know, just on and on with somebody and that you're in a relationship with, or maybe you have just been, you know, really down and out because, you know, you've been going back and forth with an ex. You know, you've been feeling lonely, and that's been the burden for you, is that you're having to handle everything in your home by yourself, you know, the kids, the bills, the home, and that's just worn you down this week. You know, I do think that potentially for a lot of you, putting the burden down is because maybe you meet somebody here that is going to help you share some of that burden. And that's why you're able to put that down. Okay. And that may very well be why you are feeling your absolute strongest here, Ace of Swords energy, right? Is because you finally meet somebody who wants to help share that burden, because a burden shared is a burden halved, right? And for a lot of you, that could be a huge deal. That could be something amazing. You know, you've been alone handling everything for so long that you're just beat down, battle tired, and tested. But now you've got this, and it's put you in a whole new perspective, right? And if that's the case, well, that's absolutely fantastic, right? So that would also explain your Temperance card too, because you might have to be weighing out, how much do I want to invest in this relationship or this person, because I've been scorned before. I've been, battle tired and tested before. I've been through it before, but, also it's really nice to have this person help, but I don't want to get too used to it. There's a lot to weigh there. Okay. But they're positive things to weigh. You have options now that before maybe you just didn't have. Options usually are a good thing. What's really a bad thing is when you have no options. Okay. That's what you don't want. So that could actually be a really positive thing for you. So if you've recently met someone, even if you didn't really necessarily see them as a prospective, suitor or date material, they may surprise you. And this weekend may kind of pop up more in that kind of realm for you. Something may come to pass in that way or be mentioned. So let's see what your guardian angel has to say about this Temperance on your Ace of Swords. Discovery. Yeah. So I definitely feel like you're discovering that there is something more there with someone. And this may be someone that you've known for quite a while, and it's just new for you in this capacity, right? This may be somebody that's been around and finally they're kind of like, you know what? I've seen you struggle for a long time. I've seen your burden for a long time. I've seen you work yourself into submission. I've seen you handle houses, handle your children, handle this, handle that, handle everything. And, I want to help you with that because I do care about you, and that comes out, right? And you're discovering this whole new option, right? That you didn't even know you had. Whole new opportunity. And this is a whole new world. Okay, wait a minute. This is a new situation with this particular person. This is a new situation of options for you to have help in your life. This is a whole new world for you. I mean, you're discovering all kinds of things out of this that you didn't really even know maybe was there. So that would certainly explain why you are feeling super powerfully strong, because wow, that's awesome to find out that you have options that you didn't know you had and that someone cares about you. And the Temperance here is just more like, how much do I want to invest? Again, because, it's new to you. And that's certainly something that would be difficult for anyone, especially if you've had to be independent for quite a while, if you've had to deal with everything on your own for quite a while, or if you've been dealing with an ex or somebody that, was half in, half out for quite a while and just not helpful to you whatsoever. And now you've got somebody who is saying, get rid of that person. They are nothing but baggage to you. They are dragging you down. They're an anchor. They're a weight. They're making things worse for you. I want to step up and be the person who's going to help you with things. And so you're like, wow, I didn't even know people did that. Oh my gosh. I've been in such a crap situation and crap relationships and crap whatever that this is all new to me, right? So positive, 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 right? So let's get a last advice card here. This is just a general advice card on your Page of Swords. And again, I feel like that is, you are looking back, being cautious about the things that could go wrong because they have in your past or where you've been, those kinds of things, but you are ready to swing forward to some extent, right? You are still, you're discovering, you're in the discovery stage and that's perfectly fine. You are being, very careful. And I think that is an excellent idea. You don't want to jump into anything too fast anyway. Even if you've known the person for a zillion years, the fact that this is a new facet to your relationship with that person possibly could be, totally different. It's a different world, right? So still, taking it easy is not necessarily a bad thing. So let's see what we've got here. Come together, we need each other. Where have you been separating yourself or pushing against others and the world? And again, this is very much it. You may have been pushing away people like this, or being so independent and trying to do it all yourself for so long because that's all you've known. Or because the person that you've been with has just been so useless to you, honestly, that's all you've known, right? Is, I'm taking care of my significant other, but they might as well be another one of my kids, or whatever. And so you really have pushed away anybody else because you're like, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to take on more responsibility. I just want to depend on myself because I can't feel like I depend on anybody else. But again, this is saying come together. It's telling you, discover this. This is a potential new love that wants to help you, that wants to really be there for you, so you can put the burden down, so you can be strong and new, right? So that you can move forward in a more positive, strong way, and not on your own, right? With help. We need each other, right? So, again, burden shared, burden halved, right? Problem shared, problem halved, right? So this is all fantastic. I do see this being someone who is going to kind of reveal themselves as being someone who wants to help you and be there for you. And, even if you're already in a relationship that's not so great, this person may point that out and you can see them in a whole new light. Again, I think this is going to be a beginning of a very good opportunity for you to get some help that you need, some relationship, peace that you need, someone you can lean on, someone that actually wants to do things to help you and be there for you of their own accord, not because they feel like they have to, but because they want to. I think it's going to be beautiful. So I really do think this is fantastic. I hope this all works out for you. And if it does, please do like, subscribe, share, let me know. I would love to hear if this is going on, or if somebody's declared something to you randomly and you're like, wow, this is new and I didn't expect it. I would love to hear that. That'd be awesome. And let me know how that's working out for you. So hopefully this is working out for you, and I hope to see you back very soon. Bye.